Hello and welcome back to TEW 2016, the branding solution. We're on the go home show for Raw, and we have our pre-show where we're just going to continue trying to push everybody to be in positive momentum, which was surprisingly easier to book because I don't have that many people in negative momentum. We start the show with Curtis Axel beating Angelo Dawkins once again. Yes, this is going to continue this week, but then next time at the Elimination Chamber. From then on, Axel will be more involved. Chad Gable defeated Elias Sampson. On this show, I've created a lot of in mixed up tag team matches, shall we say. So a lot of the members of the tag teams weren't in matches, so just put a couple more in the pre-show. The Ring Kings defeat Strickland and Wolf, and it's good to get them back winning, and you can see improvements there. Strickland and Wolf, they're good workers, so good pre-show match. Neville defeats No Way Jose. Neville, a current TV champion. I need him to just keep a win on his side. Jinder Mahal beat Colbin Carino. Does what he needs to do. Jahinder's got some of the lowest of all of my morale, so let's just get him a win and see where he goes. Bo Dallas, again a bit like Jahinder, just needs a win. Beat Dave Finlay Jr. in the pre-show. And my main event for the pre-show, it's a 17, which is pretty impressive, is Big E defeating Rhino. And the main reason this was only on the pre-show is because I don't quite have anything for Big E pre-elimination chamber. He's not in the chamber match, and he's too big to do. He's not involved in the singles around it, so maybe he'll get something in the future. And we'll go into the main show now. Our main show starts with Triple H in the ring, announcing we're going to see all 6 members of the Elimination Chamber match for the World Heavyweight Championship that Kofi Kingston currently holds in action tonight. And we will also be having Roman Reigns versus Kevin Owens, with Rollins and Zayn banned from the arena. Last week it was Roman and Kevin that were banned from the arena. So this week, and the go-home show is those two. And Deadman is going to finally explain why he cost me that match against Dolph Ziggler. It's a great start to the show. In our next match, The Miz has his match. The Miz defeats Jay Lethal. The Miz is not as over as I think he probably is in real life, which really disappoints me. I was hoping for a lot more from some of his matches, because I was looking to give him a bit more of a push, but this may be put on hold. Now, I've done this backstage idea where it's actually just Kaz, Enzo, Jason Jordan and Gable backstage talking about their upcoming matches. Those 3 are not on camera, so I wanted to do this just to show the faces in a good light. And they're all good workers that will be in and around title matches for years to come. And I think we go into, this is the big match I put together. I did a 5-on-5 elimination match. And the idea of this was to put every tag team a different member in of these big rivalries. So we had Big Kaz from Certified G's, American Alphas, Jason Jordan, Jay from Usos, Dillinger from Sudden Impact and the TV title one, Rocky Romero from New Day 3, hashtag DIY, The Ascension, Shining Stars, I think they're called The Uprising, and Crime Time. Everybody has done what they need to do, really. Nothing's overly fancy, so it was worth it. Sami Zayn has his interview with Shawn Michaels, and in this interview he explains that once he's finished with Owens, it will be the last time Owens and Zayn will face each other for a long time. Obviously, we can never say never, because if they put on yet another great match, we end up wanting to keep them both. So, an 80 for this is good. Sami Zayn looks good for this sort of interview segment, and isn't in the arena, keeps him relevant, and keeps the rivalry moving forward yet again. Daniel Bryan beats Ryback, which at a 79, which I'm really impressed with. Ryback is another one that's not quite in any sort of matches yet. I will have to look to find him some work in the future, because otherwise he'll want to leave, like Sheamus did on me. Bray Wyatt, this got a real bad one. This is actually just Bray Wyatt in the ring. And it's cutting a promo on Harper Rowan and why they need to return to him, or they'll have to face Finn Balor, his demon. I would expect just a solo sort of promo on screen. The rest are just being talked about, and they're going to have a family meeting at the Elimination Chamber. Well, at the moment, it's going to be Bray and Finn versus Luke and Eric, so that could be an interesting one. In the future IC title storyline, we had Joel Morrison, Justin Gabriel defeating Bad News, and Carlito taking the pinfall. Carlito is the weak link. I probably may not have him around much longer. It's difficult to really find another. I've got slightly too many upper mid-carders, and he's the one that's sort of getting forgotten about a lot. Samoa Joe cuts a promo on Daniel Bryan, telling him how his story is exactly the same as Daniel's. No one said he could make it in the company, and he's going to beat Daniel Bryan to prove that he is better than Daniel Bryan will ever be. I think this will be a great match, hopefully. Samoa Joe defeats Jack Swagger. I was hoping it would be a bit better, but Joe gets a win. All what he needs. Curtis Axel cuts a promo with his new mentor William Regal, and says that they are going to be taking this a lot more serious. Just watch what we do next. So I'm going to try and push Axel. He's a good worker, and I'm giving him William Regal to lead him. In our tag team, I was quite impressed. Well, not fully impressed, but I was expecting a little bit more. Kurt Angle and Kofi Kingston lose to Ambrose and Del Rio. Dean Ambrose picks up the win over Kurt Angle, who got attacked by Baron Corbin during the match. Simple enough. Del Rio needs to get better. Kurt Angle will be, I believe I only gave him a 1-year deal, so he's just going to be helping some more people now, and he's not going to be in this title picture after this. I still haven't decided who will win at the Chamber. Seth Rollins explains to Shawn Michaels that he didn't overcome all of his injuries, fight to get back to the company, only to have to face and lose to Roman. He could beat him before, he'll beat him again, he'll keep that title, and there's a reason why he is the champion and the architect. And a 91 is a great rating. And I'm happy that I got a great main event with Roman Reigns defeating Kevin Owens for the spear. Yes, this was always going to happen. Roman's in the world title picture, Kevin's in the Intercontinental. I can't have Kevin Owens beat Roman Reigns. Simple as that. In real life, things would be different. But in this story, this is where it's going to start. And my main end segment is The Undertaker warning Triple H to be careful what he's asking for. He will learn the true definition of his actions at the Elimination Chamber. And as you can see, the Elimination Chamber is looking pretty good. We have Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns world title. New Day 3 versus Shining Stars. Yet not the best match, but it will do for a pay-per-view. This is to crown new #1 contender for the Intercontinental. Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens for the Intercontinental. A TV title ladder match. the WWE match inside the chamber. Daniel Bryan and Samoa Joe. We have the certified Usos Crime Time and the Ascension in an Elimination Tag Team title match. Elimination Chamber Tag Team title match. An American Alpha versus #DIY. We've also got to book one more match where we have to put The Undertaker versus Triple H, and it'll just be a one-on-one. I'm not going to go too fancy with this one. Because why would we want to do that? Because otherwise, we're overbooking too early. The storyline could go on for a while. We've also got to add that tag team match with Bray Wyatt and Finn Balor. It's going to be sort of a tag team match, but it will evolve into something else, I believe. We'll see how we feel when it comes to doing that episode. And we'll end the show and see what rating we're on. We've got to be in the 80s. Sure, an 84, that's good. So head back to the main screen and see what the rest of the world thought of what's happening. And we're back to the main screen, and we know that's going to be excellent. Decisions, just renewing contracts, the fun part of the game. Any important news? People wanting to come up from developmental. Mojo Rawley wants a better push, and drugs tests. That's all good. Mojo probably will get a better push. Let's see. Most of these guys are like the commentators. For some reason we've got too many announcers and interviewers, so we don't really need them. I'm trying to use the legends for the interviews. Let's just make Mojo Rawley a bit happier. He isn't going to be my main attraction on Shockwave, but he probably isn't an opener, so we'll make him a lower mid-card. And he does have a little rivalry going on, which, as you can see from this, he has been improving since he's come to the main roster, which was probably about then. He's shot up, so that's good. I'm happy with that. The storylines for Raw, Reed, 88, brilliant. That's actually really good too. The future Intercontinental isn't as good. That is probably going to steal the show again, and I hope it doesn't do too well. Making an Impact, it just doesn't gain any, but I can take these guys out after this match and put some other people going for this TV title. Pure Crime is just to try and get these Rush and Pack over. They've had a little run. I want to get another tag team into the main lot. The reunion is a poor one because not much has actually happened yet, because I had Bray on supported by accident, because I wanted him in the World Heavyweight. This is a great storyline. Again, tag team titles. This sucks. There's no other way of putting it. We Didn't Forget is doing okay. And the World Heavyweight Championship, a 1989, and a 75 for this. At the moment you can see Ryback's in this, and Big E. So there's plenty of potential additions to this. We'll just see if anyone else has made the hot or not list. Well, Sasha's number 1. Kenny Omega's on there, Nia Jax, AJ and Bayley. Nobody new on that one, and they're probably not any of them ever going to make an impact. So that concludes this one. If you are looking forward to seeing the Elimination Chamber, come back on the Sunday. But otherwise, we'll be back with SmackDown in a couple of days' time. So thank you all for watching, and let me know who you think will win at my Elimination Chamber.